Here we're going with the Monday morning Game of Thrones theme.
All right.
Looks official. We got the Game of Thrones font going and everything. So first quote there, you can see the capitalist from the Iron Bank of Braavos, reminding you that numbers tend to lie a lot more than a lot less than people do.
Yeah.
So taking over to the first chart we have here. So zooming way out, looking at growth all the way back to the year 1 AD. And I like this graphic just because it's a pretty striking reminder that modern growth, so talking about sustained endogenous growth, modern productivity functions, it's still a very new phenomenon, and central banking and policy making are also still very much in their infancy and still very much an experiment in progress. I forget who contextualized it this way. I have to look it up, but so if you compress the entire history of human history, last 130,000 years into a single day, the era of modern growth here would have only started in the last 3 minutes. So a little pretty good visual or vivid capture
Pull back
there.
the curtain a bit.
Right. And I just wanted to make something, I guess, make a point a little bit more clear, because I think there's a tendency for people to misinterpret the late cycle call. I think when people hear late cycle, they think we're all bared up in our bear bunker with our hazmat suits on, and the recession's going to start this afternoon.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, the late cycle isn't some discrete point on a macro sine curve.
Yeah.
It's tops are processes, and late cycle could last a quarter.
Yeah.
It could last 6 quarters from here. So the music is playing, and we're going to keep dancing while it's playing.
Yeah. The point is basically to say that this is likely where we are in this cycle, but to think that we could pinpoint when things are going to start to fall apart.
If you're going to handicap the
right.
peak with precision, it's not going to happen. And I just brought this, so here we're reduxing the Reinhardt and Rogoff data from 2008, and we've been making this point for a few years now. So what's worth recalling or re-remembering is that it takes between 6.5 to 8 years for national income to recover to pre-crisis levels. And in the current cycle, real per capita income didn't recover in the US until the end of 2013, so just about 6 years post-crisis. So even with, we had unprecedented monetary policy, global policy coordination, we basically just fell right on the average of what we've seen over the last number of centuries. And so we're 73 months into the current expansion. Average over the last 100 years and in the post-war era is around 60 months. So it hasn't been different this time, and it's not surprising to see the duration of the expansion last this long and even extend a little bit further.